Those Damn Ross Kids is a podcast for adults, and the opinions expressed do not reflect the opinions of our employers or even ourselves. We'd like to hear from you. Give us a call at 419-528-TDRK to leave a voicemail, and we just may play it on the show.
Cole.
1 second.
Hello?
1 second.
Did you stab yourself?
Ah!
1 second. I'm tying one off. Hang on.
I think tying one off means more than you think it does.
You sound better now.
Yeah, no, it's my audio interface.
Is this someone else?
Those Damn Ross Kids, a conversation between brothers, featuring Chris and Cole Ross.
How was your week?
My week was fine.
Big week?
Huge week. I was. Did you see me live tweeting my my power outage?
It sounded like whining, but yeah.
I prefer.
Man, I have to live like humans were intended.
It was fucking hot. It was really, really hot. And like, and see, like the crazy thing is that like even with my like a year ago it would have been worse because I'm sitting there in the dark, whatever. I can get naked. I can sit on the porch, whatever, and cool down. But I've got an iPad that has a cellular connection, and I'm able to browse my sites, and still I complain.
Oh, you actually have that hooked up?
What?
Your iPad.
Well, I did it for the power outage.
Oh, you paid for the bandwidth to use your iPad while the power was out?
Well, I've got situations coming up here pretty soon where I'm going to use it anyway. So I was like, oh well, I might as well buy the month. But still, like
you can do that. You can just buy a month.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you just turn it on, turn it off.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, it goes a month at a time, and when you reach the end of the month, it says like, "Hey, do you want to redo?" Like, I say, oh, no, it's fine. But then when you want to turn it back on, you just boop 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 boop.
So there's no contract.
No single contract whatsoever.
Because it's not subsidized when you bought it. Like,
Right.
You blew the nut.
Right. So I paid for the device. I paid what
Gotcha.
the thing actually cost. But I got it. I did that for specifically that reason, for situations where I was going to be without power and even worse, really, without internet.
Urban survival scenarios.
Exactly. Right. I can look up different areas where I can go to and survive. But yeah, it was scary and it sucked.
But you did it.
Well, yeah.
That's not what you looked up.
I didn't survive.
No, you survived. You just didn't.
Wait, okay. Oh boy, I didn't know this was going to be one of those situations.
You were in the scenario. You just weren't acting appropriately.
Exactly. It was a simulation being run.
You were in the scenario, although you chose not to participate.
Oh man, yeah. No, I ducked out. That's me. This is me dipping out. Let me mute my phone.
Did that already, I think.
Sorry. Well, no, I'm not popular enough to where I get enough phone calls that'll,
Oh, I'm not
interrupt the show.
Nah, oh well.
Oh well.
That was a big yawn for me.
You're a big. You're not a big yawner. I am.
Oh.
Gosh,
I was catnappy.
Boy. Give it a little stretch and a yawn and a bend. Yeah.
There you go.
It's the way we do it. Hey, Chris, what episode is this?
This is episode number 80 of the comedy podcast, Those Damn Ross Kids.
No, it's not. It's 79.
No, it is. Is it really?
Yeah, it's 79.
Oh, bummer.
Sorry.
Oh, there's the Lost episode. I forgot.
Yeah, the Lost episode.
I did not adjust my running one note.
Yeah.
No, that's 79 then.
No, 79. 79 that you know of.
Yeah.
I haven't deleted it. I haven't deleted it.
You should. It was horrible.
There was an episode that we recorded where I was belligerently drunk.
Yeah. And I took everything I had not to just drive there.
More drastic measures were
It was
needed.
bad.
Yeah.
Bad
I
news
still haven't
bears.
listened to it. It's like a time machine of
You're coming
misery.
to terms with it, though. Last time we recorded, you said, don't mention it.
I
And then you
edited
made me
it out.
review the intro.
We redacted it. Oh, Chris,
You're
besides
growing. You're growing.
living, laughing, learning. Hey, Chris, what episode is this? Oh, wait, we already did that. Hey,
Oh,
do you have a
wait.
story for me?
Not doing that again.
No.
What?
Do you have a story for me?
Oh, sure. Why not? You know, Michigan is trying to cut down on drunk driving.
Okay.
Their newest idea is to fill bathrooms with responsible talking urinal cakes, formerly known as interactive urinal communicators. Step up to a urinal equipped with one of these, and it will say, hey, listen up. Had a few drinks? Maybe a few too many? Then do yourself a favor, and everyone else a favor. Call a sober friend or a cab. Oh, and don't forget to wash your hands. You uppity urinal cake.
Hi, I'm Scott Baio, and while you're pissing on me, let me tell you something about responsible behavior.
Oh, God.
Oh, gosh.
They will also sing and light up. 400 of the devices will be sent to 200 restaurants and bars ahead of the July 4th holiday so that they'll be in place for all of these celebrations, noting that the idea behind it is that most men will use the restroom before hitting the road for a little bit of drunk driving.
Okay, so I'm not going to trust, my trusted confidants. I'm not going to trust my friends who, if they were real friends, they wouldn't let me drive drunk. I'm not going to trust the bartender, not going to trust my probation officer, but I am going to trust a talking piece of bathroom hardware. What is this, Japan?
Urine soaked Scott Baio.
Urine soaked Scott Baio is bossing me around on his high horse.
That's my guru.
Regular Scott Baio? Nope.
No.
Nope.
Urine soaked.
Take a seat, Chachi.
Which I think he does have some sort of sexual disorders going on, so that's probably not too far from the truth.
You're thinking of Screech. You're thinking of Screech.
No, Screech. I'm sorry, Screech. Screech was correct.
the proper
Die,
answer
Trebek.
was Screech. But
I think what you meant to say was Screech.
yeah. So
You uppity urinal cake Trebek.
you uppity urinal cake. Decide. Is it Scott Baio or Trebek? Scott Trebek?
I don't know. Scott Baio is like dirty, but Trebek is uppity.
But Scott
I
Baio
think what
was,
you meant to do was wash your hands before you didn't drunk drive.
Whatever. Remember to buckle up your safety belt. That way you don't fly clear. When you hit that tree.
I wonder why they never did a version of the hand drive song from Grease, only drunk drive.
We stick together. What?
What
was that,
Shoo
the
wop do wop, chang chang, do 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 do.
Yeah.
That's how I do it. Be a beauty.
Yeah, it's
School
after that.
dropout.
Yeah. let's do the whole medley. Oh, is lightning going down the quarter mile? Yeah.
I think that's it. Michelle Pfeiffer was in the second one.
There we go. Man, Grease 2. You have an abiding knowledge of Grease 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, you do.
Chris abides.
I'm not gonna. Grease abides. I think we need to adjust. We need to address a matter of concern. This isn't a story, but the fact that you made that reference, we need to, as a public service, like call for a petition or something like that. Have you heard about the Big Lebowski 2?
No.
The Bigger Lebowski?
Who's in that?
Jeff Bridges and.
They're going to do another one?
Yeah, they're going to do another one. That's the rumor, anyway.
So why do we need a petition?
To stop it.
Why do we want to stop it?
Because it's the dude and Walter trying to stop the closure of their bowling alley because the Bavarian Illuminati is trying to demolish it and build a parking lot.
Oh God, this is like Clerks 2.
Exactly, right?
Oh, is there a donkey show?
Regrettably, no, vagina.
Emphatically and resounding regrettably.
In the parlance of our times,
No
it's
donkey show.
It's some kind of Europop.
I'm only doing this if there's a donkey show. Jeff Bridges does not do movies without donkey shows.
Exactly, it's in his contract. I mean, most of it ends up on the cutting room floor, but
Or on Baio's face.
that Baio will jump in the way of anything. If it's streaming at him, it won't be a concern. No, we need to stop this. It may just be a rumor, but goddamn.
I think you meant to ask for a moist towelette.
Oh,
Said Trebek.
gosh, moist. I don't know.
Moist.
I don't know how I feel about that. What was your story? What was the original story? Something about
The urinal cakes.
something about urinal cakes? Okay, let's talk about this. Tecate is a low-priced Mexican beer that is popular in the American Southwest. The company found itself in hot wart recently after it put up billboards in San Francisco and Los Angeles featuring a picture of a tree with a label sporting the Spanish word for bathroom, servicio. The caption at the bottom read, "Life is easier for guys." The cities were outraged, saying that the advertisements promoted public urination. The company that brews Tecate says it was a mistake and the ads were never meant to be put up. Life is easier for guys. You can just piss everywhere. We're animals.
So people are angry that they're encouraging guys to drink beer and urinate.
Yes, wherever they damn well please.
And I'm supposed to be... Tell me how I'm supposed to feel here.
I don't like this undercurrent of you criticizing my story choices.
Well, they just don't have any substance. They're not things that I have an opinion about.
Okay.
Are you trying?
God damn it.
You're like, let's, for instance, okay? Here's one.
Okay.
All right. This is gonna get you going.
I think that I'm genuinely better at having an opinion than you are. I can have an opinion about anything.
Maybe. A Salvation Army media relations official has ignited a firestorm over the charity's stance on homosexuality. Appearing on an Australian radio show, Major Andrew Crabe was asked about a Salvation Army doctrine that decrees gays deserve death. Andrew responded with, "Well, yep, that's part of our belief system." When the host of the program, which addresses gay issues, asked if we should die, Craig replied, "We have an alignment to the scriptures, but that's our belief." And I quote, Salvationist Handbook of Doctrine, which is like their guidebook, their SOP, says that, and I quote, "Those who practice homosexual acts deserve to die." But the charity itself is quickly backing away from the remarks, saying that the passage refers to a spiritual death, and that the Salvation Army does not believe and would never endorse a view that homosexual activity should result in any form of physical punishment.
Well, of course they're going to say
just
that.
Verbal hazing.
Kill
yourself.
Just emotional abuse. Right. No,
You're an embarrassment.
So let's...
How's that adoption going?
Of course they're going to disavow this. They want the best sweaters.
I don't know so they're ringing the bell at Christmas, but apparently not for Steve and Al.
No, they're not.
Not for the gays.
Nope, not for Adam and Steve. No.
I don't even know. But yeah, that's kind of funny.
Wait a minute. What's
spiritual death? That's all.
Just a spiritual death.
Just a spiritual. And see, that's the thing is that isn't it worse to kill somebody like in this life as opposed to for eternity?
I know, right?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's worse to kill somebody for eternity.
No, I don't want to damn them for the next 30 years. I want to damn them forever.
Wait a minute. What was this guy's title? Like Master Chief?
He's a major.
He's a major in the Salvation Army.
Yes.
I am a private first class in the Merchant Marines.
But his specific job is media relations official. But you put this in your book of the stuff that you believe. This is
print this, people are going to.
This
find
is in your Sea Org book.
You hit OT level 7, you're going to find out about exactly how many, about the homosexual threat. God,
it's on your billion-year contract with the Salvation Army.
I assume they do good things. Like they're a charity, right? Like I've never actually looked into what they do. Maybe they're cloaking it. Maybe every time somebody drops off a bed bug-ridden couch, they're directly killing.
They're doing that change. They're putting in socks and beating gays.
That's awful.
That's what that army is doing.
Holy shit! So every time I walk by a JCPenney, that's Santa. That's Santa's eyeing me. Ring a ding ding.
Who knew? PR nightmare.
That is rough. Yep. No, I don't think they should die. I just don't want them to live anymore.
Yeah, that's essentially what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, speaking of fixations on penises, the city of Cologne, Germany, has taken drastic measures to protect the genitalia of its youth. It has outright banned circumcision in the city limits. This was prompted by a 2010 case where a 4-year-old Muslim boy suffered complications from a snake pruning gone horribly wrong.
A snake pruning?
That's my words, not theirs.
Oh.
The boy is okay now. Many Jews and Muslims feel that this is an infringement on their religious beliefs, whereas politicians say it is a public health concern.
Smegma.
You know what? Smegma starts burning enough. You know what you call it? Smagma.
Friday night. I personally can't imagine it any other way. To have never undergone the procedure.
It's a divisive issue. It's a very divisive issue.
I don't think
people...
it needs to be done in the home by a mohel.
No. I mean, it's a
a hospital kind of thing.
It's a procedure. Well, do you know why circumcision is popular amongst white Protestants?
No.
I mean, just we the way that we were brought up, but no, the reason why it wasn't until Kellogg,
the cereal
guy Kellogg. Don't you know about his fucked up beliefs?
No, I don't know how I don't. I mean, I know that Frosted Flakes were discovered by accident.
Well, yeah. After he poured a bunch of sugar on some cornflakes, but those cornflakes were like everything that he did was either to prevent masturbation or to clean out the butt. So he was known for giving oatmeal and cornflake and coffee enemas. Like he was a believer in daily enemas to clean up the spirit, and he believed that everybody should be circumcised because the swarthy heathens that decided not to be circumcised, they were prone towards insanity, antisocial behavior, psychosis, any of those kind of things, as well as spreading disease. So the popularity of circumcision among religions that didn't explicitly require it, like the Jews and the Muslims, can be led back to this belief that this guy put out and founded, which was like, hey, chop it off.
Huh.
Cut it up. Cut up that penis.
Well, he advocated for a number of years that on the third day of the week you gargle with peroxide to clean the whore mouth.
He called it a mouth douche, which was weird.
Hey, get that butt and mouth clean.
Douche that mouth. Yeah. So yeah, he was all about the butt. He was all about the butt and cutting up dick. So
wow. That's a good guy right there.
that is a stand-up citizen.
Definitely gonna patronize his product.
Wait a minute, is Cinnamon Toast Crunch a Kellogg product? Because I'll be very upset.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they had Toast Crunch, and then they put cinnamon on it and discovered it. You asshole. You rolled with it. It was quick. I liked it.
Okay, sorry. Hey, I gotta react quick. Otherwise,
it's fine.
Otherwise, you yell at me. You yell at me.
I didn't yell at you. You're fine.
You always do.
No.
You always yell at me for like, oh, I'm going to walk you to this. I'm going to hold your hand to this joke. Blah, blah, blah.
But no, you did. I complimented you, and now I'm getting slammed.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I said that was good.
This is built up bile, Chris. This is coming out. It's coming out.
No, it was good. You need to chill out. That was good.
Okay.
You do have good ones.
I'm angry. Sometimes. I occasionally do.
It's been a while since we did self-esteem minutes.
Hey, Chris, tell me a story.
The inmates at Fulton County Jail in Atlanta can jam the locks to their cells and open them at will. Because of this, Chief Jailer Mark Adger is testing a replacement and asking the inmates themselves to make sure that they work. The jail plans to group its most notorious skilled lock beaters into one cell block equipped with new locks, and it will offer them up to $20 worth of free commissary food or hygiene products if they can bust them open. He says, "We'll get plenty of takers for what we're offering." Asked why he was participating, one inmate smiled and said, "I don't know, just want to try it."
What else am I going to do?
I'm pretty bored.
I've been bouncing this ball against this wall for nigh on about 15 years now.
Yeah,
I feel like I've mastered
about
that
15
sport.
or 20 milliseconds to walk to the toilet.
Let's face it, I can piss from my bed.
I can urinate laying down on my bed.
I can piss from my bed in a perfect arc into the bowl
into Baio's mouth.
into Baio's mouth. with minimal aerosolization or splashback. It's crazy. It's like the fucking Bellagio.
Yeah, basically.
Is that
That's
the one
what
with the
jail
fountain? Is that the Mirage? It's not the Bellagio. It's the Mirage that has
the Bellagio.
Is it the Bellagio?
Yeah, that has the
So it's
water dancing.
Yeah, the dancing water. It's set to the 1812 orchestra. And they
Yeah.
blow up all the buildings on the strip and rebuild them.
Yellow hanky right back pocket.
Yep. You're a fan of the Bellagio? Yeah. Okay. Oh God, the hanky code. Love that shit.
Invoked.
Oh boy. I thought that was a fake thing, but it's a real thing.
That's real.
Oh man. So yeah, that's the thing. So I think that's smart, just what do you do? It's like The Rock, right? Who do you get when terrorists are in Alcatraz? You get Sean Connery, who has made it, he's a hobbyist. He's a hobbyist of breaking out of Alcatraz. So the person who broke out of it, obviously, he's going to break into it.
So the hobbyist, he was in prison and they got him out because he's the only one who escaped.
I guess. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen
That's
The
the
Rock.
plot.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I thought
pretty much what it swings on.
Well, no, I thought that they okay. So terrorists hole up.
You read the info tab when it was on cable, didn't you?
Terrorists hole up in the rock, okay, and the United States, along with Nicolas Cage, they find
because we're not sure where he's from.
they find
A coalition of in this galaxy and out of this galaxy characters.
He's in his own goddamn movie, is what he's in. In every movie except for Leaving Las Vegas. That was a good movie. No, then they find the one person who has escaped from Alcatraz, and that's Sean Connery, and they say, "Hey, we need you to help us find the one way that nobody knows into this place, so we can
Stop the green balls from breaking."
Yeah, so we can stop the green balls from breaking, and we can shove it down Stephen Dorff's throat.
Basically,
yeah, pretty much. And then at the end, he finds out who
make a cross with flares.
Yeah. Then they find out, who killed JFK, because they found the microfiche in the leg of the pew at the church.
Yes, it's a microfilm.
This is a microfilm. What is a microfilm? Yes. So yeah, no, you get Sean Connery to break into the rock, and you get lock pickers to pick your locks, right? Then you give them, a couple of packets of Crystal Lights and some cheesy crackers, and you call it a day.
Yeah. That is how that went.
They get Pac-Man, right?
Who?
Prisoners.
They get Pac-Man.
They get Pac-Man.
Like the cookies?
No, not. That's a Chris. I'm sorry. Those are cookies that they have bites taken out of them.
Oh,
yeah. But you've been lied to the whole time.
So I ate tasted cookies.
Same with the pizza. But no. At a certain point in my life, I was privy to a list of the things that prisoners could purchase with their money from the commissary. And prisoners can buy TVs. They have an aerial. They're clear, so they can't hide drugs inside of them. And if they want to, they can also purchase those joysticks that plug into a TV that have like Pac-Man and Dig Dug on them.
Dig Dug.
Dig Dug.
What's that?
It's another Namco arcade game.
Dig Dug.
Dig Dug. But yeah, that's a thing you can do.
Huh.
So, you're jockeying for high scores and, just getting some of that sweet, sweet man ass.
Huh.
Consensual, of course. I'm not talking about...
I need the peroxide.
I'm not making a joke. Is it my turn for a story?
Yes.
Okay, speaking of man ass, is Orbitz trying to get Mac users to stay at more expensive hotels?
Probably.
Okay.
They probably already do.
I'm not referring to Orbitz the gum.
I got you.
I'm referring to the
Orbitz.com
to the travel
/ not
site.
the gum.
Or I wonder if that's a thing. No. The internet is built, Chris, on algorithms.
I thought you were going to say on pontoons.
pontoons just floating out there in the ether pontoons.
The
from site to
internet
site.
exists on pontoons.
It's like Waterworld, except instead of urine, it's Scott Baio's mouth. But the internet's built on algorithms, and every website is trying to predict what you're going to want, so it can put stuff in front of you that you will click, and it'll make them money. So like Amazon, it'll tell you what book you want to buy next, and Netflix, they'll tell you
the internet is profitable.
It is because they're watching you. They're cloaking it. They are inside. They're up in the guts of every single device that you're using. They'll serve up
paranoia.
They'll serve up different ads based on what kind of device you're using. So if you're using a cell phone, they'll show you different stuff than if you're on a desktop, and if you're on different types of operating systems, that will it'll do this. So the idea is that they've done all this research, and they've crunched all these numbers and looked at all this data from the cookies that people pick up from the platters that Orbitz leaves out. And they've determined that people who use Macs on average spend $20 more per night on hotels. So they will actively shunt people who are using Mac OS devices and iOS devices towards higher priced hotels, hiding the cheaper ones down toward the bottom.
That is awesome.
How's it awesome? Because it freaks me out.
Because you're a sucker.
No, I mean, okay, I'm in a position where this computer that I'm recording it into, that I'm recording the show on and that I edit everything on, it is almost literally the most expensive thing in my house.
Really?
Just because I have a Mac doesn't mean I'm expensive, and I work with plenty of people who are in pretty much the same situation.
Oh, where they have nothing except for a computer in a nice hotel room?
Exactly. They live in a nice hotel room, a 4-star hotel room. Wait a minute. I don't know. I don't think that a person's choice in OS, says that much about them, that they're, that they're trying to do this. People obviously are getting outraged because anything having to do with Mac versus PC will make people on the internet angry. But that's weird, right?
Yes.
Is it?
What's your think opinion? It is.
I'm
sorry, opinion? I was trying to make words over sending out an SOS, like booking a room on Mac OS. I don't know.
Oh man,
just trying to help Orbitz out. They need it. Clearly, they're not winning.
No, they're not. Hotwire. That's the shit. Hotwire's okay. What's that?
Priceline.
Priceline's okay.
Everyone else is very linear. Priceline, Hotwire.
Oh yeah.
Cutting to the deals, cutting costs with a hot wire.
I guess, yeah, like a garrote.
What's Orbitz? It doesn't say anything to me.
It says nothing to me. It says gum.
It doesn't speak to me.
It says gum.
I don't know.
Tell me a story.
A man plagued by porn-induced headaches has taken to painkillers 30 minutes before watching X-rated movies. The unnamed, unmarried male software professional complained of severe exploding headaches that developed gradually and peaked 10 minutes into sexy scenes. 1% of the population, mostly males, get headaches associated with sexual activity. Like exercise-induced headaches, sex headaches are nothing more than a nuisance, easily negated with non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. In rare cases, the pain can signal something more serious, like a brain tumor or aneurysm. If someone has a stiff neck, dizziness, or confusion along with the pain, they should talk to a doctor. The man was ready to abandon his porn-watching ways, was instead advised to take 400 milligrams of ibuprofen and 500 milligrams of acetaminophen 30 minutes in advance, to which, according to the study, he reported significant pain relief.
Who decides 30 minutes before they masturbate that they're going to masturbate?
Guy with the painkillers in his hand.
I guess. That's one of my biggest problems with the Fleshlight. Everything I've heard about it has said, hey, before you use this, 15 minutes, warm it up in some hot water, then go ahead. If I'm going to masturbate, I'm going to do it right now. God damn it.
That is your only problem.
What?
No, you said that is one of your only problems.
That and the complete lack of dignity. But,
I think you are better at having an opinion than I am. Why don't you show me how much better you are?
No. Who decides a half an hour that I'm going to you can't clockwork that shit. You just sometimes.
This guy can.
Well, I guess he has to. You know what else peaks 10 minutes into a sexy scene?
You?
Me. Sorry. I wanted to scream in a high pitched voice, and I even though you beat me to that, I had to do it. So,
oh, gotcha.
man,
Good news is that my connection broke, so
sorry,
didn't even hear it.
So I guess that makes sense because headaches are mostly caused by circulation problems, right? And a prolonged erection is really just a circulation problem. So,
Yeah,
well, do we want to talk about other interesting things that you can do with your hands?
I think you're going to.
Well, in order to do so, we need to do something.
What's that?
We need to take a trip.
To?
The Science Zone!
No.
Scientists at the Ishikawa Uku Laboratory in Japan have been able to create a robot that wins at rock, paper, scissors 100% of the time. It doesn't play the game at a high level. It doesn't guess your next move based on your 5 previous moves or whatever. It has no strategy, but instead it analyzes hand motions on a millisecond by millisecond basis. Because no human can do this, it knows when you're going to make scissors, so it throws out rocks. It throws rocks, Chris. This robot throws rocks. Similar robots could win at poker by reading reflections in your of your cards in your eyes, or win at craps by expertly manipulating the dice. Which means that this robot, Chris, this one that could win at rock, paper, scissors, I almost said rock, paper, robot because that's the header tag on my markdown file. It could win at that one casino from Vegas Vacation. Robots.
That's good news.
Robots, Chris. Are we going to let them play sports?
Do I?
Will they have their own leagues?
Do I own jorts? What did you say?
Robot sport jorts. No. Well, okay, robots when they become ambulatory and sentient to a certain degree, are they going to have to be in their own league? What's going to be the first robot to break the species line? Organics playing with mechanics? I don't know. Do you? I'm scared. What about
Is that a lot of
cyborgs?
words?
Transhumans?
You're good at that.
People are gonna put chips in their heads that increase their reflection times, make them pay attention. It's gonna be crazy. They're gonna go all over the place.
Oh, it's gonna be nuts.
Like, how do you test for that?
Pandemonium.
Pandemonium.
Oh gosh.
Were you segueing to a story about pandas?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was just thinking about all the cool stuff robots can do.
Oh, they're so great, aren't they? I wish I was one. I wish
they were better. I wish they were real good.
I wish a robot would take me away.
Yeah. Hey, unconventional sentences that shame defendants, such as walking through town with a humiliating sign or sleeping in a doghouse rather than in a jail, appear to be steadily increasing. The disturbing trend is turning state courts into circus shows, literally. The most recent example occurred in Utah when a 13-year-old girl went to court for cutting a 3-year-old girl's hair to a bob, which is apparently the style, with dollar store scissors. The teen was referred to the court for the incident involving the toddler and for harassing another girl in Colorado by the telephone. The judge agreed to cut back community service time if the mother of the teen chopped off her daughter's ponytail while standing in court. Experts say this appeals to our sense and need for instant gratification.
Well, no, it appeals to our need for poetic justice.
I think if a judge sentenced me to any more shame than I have, I would just implode.
See, Chris, that's why you don't commit crimes, though.
I guess.
In order to commit these crimes, you have to be shameless.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
I'll just slit my wrist.
No.
Shame.
I almost brought this story last week, but I didn't know if there was enough to say about it. But since we're introducing it to a broader trend, then I can have an opinion on it. At a base level, I'm okay. I'm okay with with Old Testament justice. Just because it feels appropriate. It's like the fucking Twilight Zone. You're all alone. You're a bookworm, and it's the end of the world. The nuclear bombs have gone off, and all of a sudden, oh no, there was time, but my glasses are broken, and now I'm dead. Now I'm dead because I took my life in my own hands because I can't read because my eyes are shit because I'm an inferior human. Okay, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff. That it appeals to me. But it is kind of barbaric. Just a little bit. Let's cut off this little girl's hair. But she cut off that other little girl's hair. Is that an eye for an eye?
It is.
It is? So if I took your eye, you'd be able to take my eye.
We could trade eyes. Yep.
No, I wasn't. It wasn't a question. I was just saying if by some stroke of a blade or some kind of bad luck, I take your eye, I fully expect you to take my eye in return.
Oh, you do?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Next time I see you.
Okay. Well, no. I've just let's calm down here.
No, take it. No, it's yours. Take it.
It's yours.
No,
it's
I
yours.
wasn't going to eat it.
I was yours.
You last one. You can have it.
No, it's
Don't
my
take
eye.
my eye.
It's my eye. Bite
Sure.
down on it like a grape. Succulent. What's an eye taste like? I think it'd be.
We
I think
talked
it'd be.
about this. You can't eat eyes.
I think it'd be tough. You get sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you get like real sick. There's like parasites. Those little wormy things that are floating around in there. Those will get in you. Those will get all up in you.
With any luck.
Well, do you know what else will get all up in you?
What?
Toxoplasmosa gondii. It's a parasite that affects anyone who spends any amount of time around cats. It thrives and reproduces in cat intestines and is thought to change the brains and behavior of anyone it infects in order to make them prefer the company of cats, including and especially mice, who get sexually aroused by the smell of cat urine and thus are eaten by cats in order for this prion or what have you. I think it's actually a protozoa to reproduce in the cat's intestinal tract.
Oh, that's wicked good.
In humans, it is linked to schizophrenia, neurosis, and brain cancer, as well as behavioral changes. Men who have it are thought to be more docile, whereas women who have it are thought to be more outgoing and motherly. However, in female infectees, it's not all positive, since T. gondii, or gondii, I don't know, is linked to... Gondola. T. gondolas are linked to a more malicious behavior, suicide. Women who are infected by the protozoa are 1.5 times more likely to attempt suicide during their lifetimes. It is not
being a cat lady makes you kill yourself.
I know, right? It is not known if this is correlative or causative, but further research is planned.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, they both happen in the ocean.
What does?
Coral and causeway.
Can I reach through this microphone and just strangle you?
Yeah, I listened to some words you say. It proves it.
You're not just checked out. You're not just, preparing your next funny thing that you're going to say.
Zung.
Funny man.
Yeah, this is an election year, right?
I did not know that.
Oh, really?
I had no idea. Is this a democracy?
I think it is. Did you see that they figured out that the pro-life candidate, Mitt Romney, actually was part of Bain Capital, which I think we all knew. And that Bain Capital was a controlling interest in a company, I think, called Sterilite or something like that. And what they did is they were responsible for disposing properly of aborted fetuses.
Hey, that's capitalism. Somebody's going to pay you to hoe those babies away. I'm sorry, the hoes created the babies.
Why don't
somebody's going to take you
dead babies?
Somebody's going to pay you to get rid of those babies. It's quid pro quo. It's the invisible hand. It's the invisible hand that reaches up in there, snatches that baby away, and puts it in a biohazard container. There's no conflict of interest there if you can make money off of it. Human life is only as valuable as either what you say it is or what the market demands. Right?
I think I learned what quid pro quo was on Cop and a Half.
I learned it from Silence of the Lambs. I wasn't quite to the point of understanding what Latin meant when I watched Cop and a Half.
Quid pro quo, little black boy.
That was a good movie. Who was in that? Was that Police Academy guy?
I don't even know where I came up with that.
It
was on a cassette tape with I think it's The Sandlot or maybe Dennis the Menace. I don't know.
It was on a cassette. It was on a cassette tape with what am I thinking of here? It was on a cassette tape with either The Sandlot or Blank Check.
Oh, Blank Check! I forgot about that.
Yeah, Blank Check. That taught me about how checking accounts worked.
Really?
I had no idea. I thought that checks were free money.
I don't remember that movie.
Yeah, no, Cop and a Half. That's where the kid, he walks into a bar and he's trying to be BA. It's Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds. It's not Steve Guttenberg. It's Burt Reynolds.
No, it is not a Gutenberg.
No, do you know who directed that, Chris?
Sounds way more classy than his movies. That is not a Gutenberg.
That is not a Gutenberg. That is not the printing press, which revolutionized and in fact created the printed word.
Give me a lithograph any day.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Give me an illuminated manuscript any day.
Give me some handset plate lithograph. You know,
I think that the Gutenberg press preceded that. That was thought to be the death of intellectualism. You know, in the world.
Ism.
Sorry, I add ism to the
Disease.
Yeah. No, do you know who directed Cop and a Half? Starring Burt Reynolds and
David Lynch.
That would explain why the little black kid was just like this crazy little fetus monster for the first half hour of the movie.
Yes.
Exactly. Oh man, nobody could figure out
Especially
he murdered Laura Palmer.
Precursor. Firefly. There was a metamorphed into that.
God damn it! Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Never seen an episode of it.
Never seen an episode. But you're trying to get my goddamn goat is what you're doing.
I'm saying I know that it came from Cop and a Half.
Don't throw my cannon back at me, Chris. Okay? Don't throw my cannon back at me. Do you know who directed Cop and a Half? One Sir Henry Winkler.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Do you know the kid's name?
Darius
actor?
Rucker's nephew.
Norman D. Golden II.
Where's he at now?
His most recent film was called The Double. It was released in 2012.
Really?
Yeah.
Quid pro quo.
Little black kid. Let me see here. Let me see a blank.
Click clack, click clack.
Sorry. Oh man, Blank Check, 1994 film.
It was Macaulay Culkin.
No, that was Richie Rich.
Oh, I know that. Who was in Blank Check?
No, it was a kid named Brian Bonsale. It was a Disney film. He had a water slide. Man, like $1 million. That's not a lot of money, is it?
Not now.
No, not ever. No, he's a musician now.
Really?
Yeah, that was his last movie.
He lost the water slide.
Yeah, he's got this awful bleached hair.
Oh, man. Hey, my last story.
Okay.
Democrat Joseph Clare and Republican incumbent Edward Helsel.
Van Helsing?
Yeah, Helsing. No, Helsel. They were tied with 221 votes apiece after recounts in the November 8th election for Greenfield Township Supervisor. This is in central Pennsylvania. Both candidates met with Blair County election officials. Each one picked one of several sealed envelopes containing a sheet with a number on it, with the understanding that the low number would win. Helsel drew a 12, and Claire drew an 8. Afterwards, they shook hands. Helsel, who lost the number draw, had been a supervisor continuously since 1988. Okay? So that's 24 years this guy had been doing it, right? And then he loses on pick a number.
Okay.
He didn't quibble after the handshake of the tiebreaker, saying, and I quote, "It's been done this way for years. If it ain't broke, don't fix it."
It's been done by random chance for years?
Hey, how's your justice?
Hey, how's your democracy?
How's that going?
Hey, how's this whole system? This massive charade that we're participating in.
Hey, man, it's not the lowest. The check's got a balance. Separation of power and state.
Hey, you know what?
I pray to God.
If your county comptroller runs over your bike, he writes you a check but forgets to put the amount in. You know what? He can't be held responsible if you just if you write in your own amount.
No.
Come on.
Or for falling in love in the first place.
Wow. Society's a farce. I'm fond, as you know, Chris, of saying we live in a society.
I didn't miss that.
What?
You hadn't said that in a while.
But no, it's been creeping back up, and I don't know if it has to do with cycles of the moon or the election.
We live in a
cycle
world.
Or whatever.
Yes,
we there are other people.
I hope so. Someone's been lying. Everyone, actually.
You're
Everyone
terrible.
has been lying if that's not true.
The
TV, family.
The TV's going to lie to you, definitely.
Work?
No, the TV's like most likely to lie to you.
They've all been lying.
Yeah,
The internet?
everything. Oh gosh, especially the internet. Nobody has any reason to tell you the truth. We live in a society, but nobody acts like it.
I don't know.
Jesus Christ, where's the Tylenol?
Yeah, I mean, the matrix I use to figure out distance between 2 points on a traditional map.
This has been Those Damn Ross Kids.
Anyway, Cole, what can they do?
Okay, so what you can do, the home base for this show, where you can go to find more of this, is Duckfeed.tv/ Those Damn Ross Kids. There you can do searches for different topics, find old episodes of the show, look up old episodes, things like that. We like to think that they're somewhat evergreen. We do current events, but we try and bring a certain timeless flair to it. If you would like to support the show, you can become our fan on Facebook. That's facebook.com/ Those Damn Ross Kids. You can call our voicemail at 419-528-TDRK. You can leave us a rating or a review on iTunes. You can tell your friends, and you can visit duckfeed.tv/Amazon and buy anything you're going to buy online. Through that link, we get a 4% kickback. Doesn't cost you a single cent, and that is a great way for you to help defray our bandwidth costs. And things like that. We're not going to ask you to give us money. Just give us your advertising eyes. So was there anything I missed, Chris?
No, you got it.
Sweet.
Sound great.
Good night.